Got it. Got it. Okay. Well, welcome everybody, and I hope you all had a Merry Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. My name is Harlequin Murray, and I am the co-host this evening. And if everybody can mute themselves, that would be awesome. But I have the honor and pleasure of introducing our speaker tonight, who is our senior team leader, Miss Ellen Winn. She is originally from the Atlanta area, a suburb just outside of there, in Dallas, Georgia, where her family had a farm. And that's actually where she's coming live from tonight. So she worked in the corporate arena, working for Domino's, doing as a training manager. But she worked doing that for several years. And then in 1997, she kind of said, you know what, I've had enough of this, and started her own pizza chain. She had a couple of different restaurants there, and she has been a business owner ever since, right? And I met Ellen about 15, 16, 17 years ago now. And whenever I met her, she was the national training director for a network marketing company. And she also ran a training center here in the Atlanta area. But, you know, she loves training and is excellent at it. But without further ado, let me introduce you to Miss Ellen Winn. Go ahead and take it away, Ellen.
Thank you, Harlequin. I appreciate you so much. And I love it. Harlequin is visiting with her mom in the Carolinas, and she's normally has a star in the background there when she's here live in Atlanta, and she has a star in the background tonight as well. So that's just perfect. I'm glad that you got to go spend time with your family, and I hope the rest of you listening, if you have family and friends that you were celebrating the holidays with, I hope you got to see as many of them as possible, because this time of year is a great time to rekindle those relationships and catch up on lost time with our loved ones. So thanks for being here tonight. I appreciate your time and attention. I won't make this a long meeting tonight. I'm really exhausted. I've been running hard. I have a limousine company in addition to my background in the restaurant industry. And last night I had the earliest pickup ever in my history, my 7+ year history. We had a 2:45 airport pickup, a family that was going to Galapagos Islands. And that was the beginning of my day. So I've been running wide open since 1 a.m. and I'll keep this short tonight, but I do these calls every single week, and this is just an opportunity for you guys to connect with me and me with you, get to put some names and faces together. For many of you that I email or send text messages back and forth, I love having this platform. And as Harlequin said, I'm an independent agent. I'm a area director, the only area director in DAC at this time. So there's a lot of opportunity for advancement for each and every one of us because of where our company is in its 6+ year history. This next coming year is going to be amazing. We're going to have record-breaking growth as we have had this year. I think we're going to double, or as I said today, let's quadruple what we did in 2021. David said with 2022, we got double digits there.
Ellen, I messed up and hit the mute button on you when I was trying to let somebody in.
Thank you. I'm going to get us started with what I normally do, which is opening up with team recognition. So let me get us into slide share mode, and I'll pull up my screen. Seeing that looking good. Let's see who I can see here. I can see Cheryl Henderson. I see you. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen? Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, glad to have you here tonight. And we've got folks still coming in the waiting room, but this is a good time to go ahead and get through the recognition. I'm an independent agent just like you guys are. I'm not on anybody's payroll. I've been a business owner since '97, and what I do here for DAC and for the team is out of my business growth acumen that I've learned over the years and trying to instill that in you as well. So let's get through the team recognition. We're on the same compensation plan. I've just moved through the ranks at an advanced level above anybody else on the team, but you can catch up with me just like that, and actually could surpass me in the compensation plan, because our plan is built for anybody and everybody to have success if you're willing to put in the work. And so these folks on our team recognition have certainly been putting in the work on our recruiting efforts. So let's get into the leaderboard for the week of 12/16 through 12/22. Our 1 through 6 place winners were in first place. We had Marcia Smith with 9. Last week, she came in first place. She had 107 recruits last week from her social media post with some following that she has on Facebook. So congratulations, Marcia, for still holding that #1 leaderboard spot. In second place, we had Katina Willis with 8 new recruits. Katina also had 3 fundings approved today. Congratulations, Katina, for your great success there. In third place, we had Eric Johnson, and he and I tied in third with 7 recruits each. In fourth place, we had Monsanto Jean Charles with 5 new recruits. Fifth place, we had Cheryl or JC Evans with 4 new agent recruits. And in sixth place, we had a 5-way tie with each having 2 new agent recruits. First, we had Hassan Abdulmalik, and Hassan had his first new recruit for his time as a DAC agent ever. So congratulations there, and ended up with 2 with the first recruiting efforts. We had Shay Brown had 2 new agent recruits. Sharonda Eldridge also had 2 new agent recruits. This was Sharonda's first run at recruiting and had 2 for the week. Congratulations. Tony Hill had 2 new agents, and Chris Bartalis had 2 new agents. So congratulations to those of you on the left of the leaderboard, placing in the top 6 spots there. Also, we had several agents that had 1 new agent recruit, and that is Marcia Clapp, Edwin Daniels, Reginald Dion Davis, and Cheryl Henderson, who's on here tonight. Cheryl, congratulations. This was her first new agent recruit. Congratulations. Tamika Lawrence, also first new agent recruit. Evandale Lewis, first new agent recruit. Congratulations. Yvette Mendiola, first new agent recruit. Congratulations. Sergio Mercancini, first new agent recruit. Congratulations, Sergio. Joseph Naeth, first new recruit. Congratulations, Joseph. Joe Reyna Sr. had 1. Devorah Savanon, first new agent recruit ever. Congratulations, Devorah. Laurel Smith had 1. Lori Wheeler had 1. And Tamara Weiserick had 1. So congratulations for all of you guys getting on the leaderboard. Our business growth, our model is about building agencies and building distribution. Now, you can certainly be a self-employed solopreneur here, as David presents in the business plan, but to really leverage your income potential here, it's created by building an agency and you building other agencies inside of your agency or businesses inside of your business. So that is the model. And those of you that are on the leaderboard are taking advantage of this. So when you recruit new agents, there's fast start matching bonuses that get paid out for those when that new agent gets funding in their first 30 days. The standard fast start is 50% matching bonus on what that new agent does on their first funding. But if you're amped up, meaning you've had a funding yourself in the past 30 days, then you can get 100% fast start matching bonus. So these enroller bonuses normally are 25, but because it's the first one in the first 30 days, it's 50, or double that up when they're amped up. So if you help them earn $600, you can also earn up to $600 by recruiting new agents and helping get them started by plugging them into the training and helping them start spreading the word about our DAC funding. So let's talk about those matching bonuses and what it takes to be qualified. Okay. First, you have to be considered engaged to be eligible to earn matching bonuses on yourself and your team. David covers that in the compensation plan, where there are leadership bonuses that get paid out even on your own fundings. But you have to be engaged to be eligible for those, right? So there are 3 ways to be engaged. Either you're brand new and you're in your first 60 days where we have a grace period that you're automatically engaged. You have had a new or renewal funding in the past 60 days, or you have 6 active customer finance clients. All 3 of those ways consider you engaged. Well, most people after their first 60 days in the business, if they're not actively getting clients to begin with, most people fall out of being engaged and eligible for those enroller bonuses. So time-sensitive promotions that have been extended. This is great news. Just got this word today. Our auto-engaged incentive has been extended. Now, what is that? Well, this is for any of you agencies who've been in DAC over 60 days and have not had a personal funded client in the last 60 days. That means you're not engaged according to the pay plan. So otherwise, you'd not be qualified for enroller bonuses. But this auto-engaged incentive allows you to get paid matching enroller revenue bonuses on new agency recruits who enroll by January the 31st, 2022 at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So the deadline was going to be the end of December, but David announced today that it's going to be continued on through the end of January. So this is going to apply to all deals funded by the new agent in their first 30 days. So no matter how long you've been with DAC, you're eligible to earn on new agencies that you recruit. So recruit, get out there and grow your agency, and you're not going to miss out on any bonuses, whether you're new or whether you've been here for a couple of years, because of this auto-engaged incentive. Now, it's only the fundings that they do in their first 30 days, that first funding only, you get that that fast start bonus, and then the rest of the fundings are going to get paid at either 25 or 50%, depending on whether you're just engaged or amped up. But those fundings in their first 30 days, you'll be considered auto-engaged and eligible for those commissions. Also, David announced today that the cash bash has been extended. This is great. So any fundings that take place from the 27th through the 31st of 2022 will count towards that. I said Katina Willis had 3 fundings today. They were dated 12/27. So she's already got 3 new fundings that go towards this incentive for an extra $1,000. It pays out $1,000 if you have $100,000 in new Bank Breezy fundings, or if you have $250,000 in total fundings, there's an extra $2,500. So you can combine those and earn up to $3,500 in extra cash with this incentive. Also, he announced that the preferred client working capital plan has been extended for another month. He's hoping that we have enough activity with this, that we have some preferred vendors that will be able to bring this in as a permanent offering. But for right now, it's just going through the end of next month. What is this? Well, it is to qualify for the preferred plan. The business needs to be doing at least $35,000 per month in sales each of the last 3 months. They need to be in business 18 months or longer and have a FICO score of at least 600, less than 6 NSFs in the last 30 days, and less than 5 negative banking days in the last 30 days. So what you need to do is use this as a promotional tool, but don't worry about whether they're going to qualify for this plan or not. Our internal team will do the work for you. So they can get up to $600,000 on this. Higher approval amounts from 1 to 2 times their monthly sales, just like with our regular DAC funding. They'll be able to get longer terms, 9 to 18 months, no collateral required, no application fee. There's no closing costs. That's the big deal with this. No closing cost whatsoever. And it's a real quick turnaround. They can get same or next day funding on this. Now, pay attention to the preferred industry. So as you look at our preferred industry list from our Agent Resource Center, these industries on this slide are considered your top industry. So you got construction, includes all types of construction. Construction is our #1 category, hands down, above any other industry. Landscaping is included in this. Then we have contractors, which includes electric, plumbing, etc. Retail for jewelry stores, clothing, specialty, etc. If they have daily sales and multiple transactions in a day, that's considered a retail location, right? Any e-commerce business, medical facilities, and accounting, anything that's not seasonal, manufacturing and wholesale. All of these apply for this special preferred funding plan. Again, you just use it as a promotional tool, right? But don't worry about whether your client's going to qualify, because every single client that comes through the DAC side of the house, if they're doing at least 15,000 a month or more, they can potentially qualify for 1 to 2 times what their monthly revenue is. And all you need to do is get them through your website, and then our team is looking at every client. If they're doing at least 35 a month in sales, our team is looking to see, hey, did they meet the qualifications for our preferred plan? So you just be a great promoter. In fact, promoting is what you need to be the best at. Okay, if you get good at promoting, the rest of this business just falls into place, right? I mentioned Katina having 3 fundings today. How did she do that? She's a good promoter. She's letting people that are watching her YouTube channel and people on Facebook, she's promoting what she does here with DAC and that we have funding available, right? People that are on the leaderboard with the recruiting, they're promoting what we do and the opportunity here with DAC and our agency opportunity. And you know, one of the things you need to do to be a great promoter is promote the benefit of what it is that you're offering, right? The benefits of the funding. Today on our leadership call, I sent that out by email. If you weren't there and you haven't watched it, please make yourself a note to go watch it. Today there was so much good information covered by David, but in the first 5 minutes, he reiterated that hands down, DAC is the best funding solution for any business owner that cannot get approved through their local bank. Hands down, because we have all of the top lenders and we're going to have them going to work competing against each other to bring back the best offer to the client. So number one is you need to have belief that we have a great offering for them. We may not be a good fit for everybody, but everybody that has a business needs to know that we're here. They can say no to the offer, but they need to know that there is an alternative funding solution available to them. In that, Patricia Clausen, who has been Agent of the Month, she's a commercial lender, she spoke up and referenced the preferred industry list. So while I'm here on this slide, if you go to the Agent Resource Center, there's a preferred industry PDF there. And she said, if you look at that PDF, and this is her coming from a business background in banking for 30 plus years as a commercial banker. She said, if you look at that preferred industry list, she said, that tops out every industry that the banks are not going to loan to. Hands down, they're just not going to loan to those industries listed unless they have huge revenue coming in, years in business, the business owner has a 7+ credit score, and they have lots of collateral to put up. So be a great promoter that we have this to offer. Again, it's not for everybody, but you got to promote it and let folks that know that it exists. The next thing you need to do is be a good promoter of events, right? I see our numbers are climbing on the number of people that are subscribing to my texting platform, where I sent a message out tonight reminding you that we're doing this event. But we don't have enough new people that are promoting this. Okay. I learned a long time ago in networking, the way you start climbing and growing your business is be a good promoter, promote events, promote different trainings and the product, etc. So here's an example of promoting. So if you're bringing in new people, you need to be promoting them to the training on the Agent Resource Center, making sure that everybody's watching videos 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And if you're smart, you're also going to promote following and plugging into what I am putting out there, right? So, you know, if I were you and you were working on my team, I'd say, hey, I'm working with this lady named Winn. She's the only area director that the company has. And man, she sends out some phenomenal training tips and information that you really need to plug into. She's one of the top leaders in the entire company, and we're in a great position being a part of her organization. She's a great communicator. She sends out text messages and emails to every new person that joins the team. So as you're building a new team here, as you're new, you can be building and utilize that support system to help grow your business. So promote the plugging in to me as the team leader, and I will help you grow your business. But if you're not promoting that you have a team leader that is doing these things, you're missing a key part of the ability to grow and duplicate. Because when I talk to people that find me, they're looking for someone to work with. They want to work with someone that is in the know. They want to have great leadership. So if you're not promoting the leadership that you have access to here, you're missing a key opportunity to promote and grow your business. I don't want to work with them personally, right? I want you to be their enroller, but you can leverage your business by saying, hey, I work firsthand with her, or I work with her on a daily basis. And again, the edification that I just shared, use that to your advantage to grow and build your team, right? Doesn't have to be about you. When I learned when I was new that I always needed to just point to something else or point to someone else that was more successful. So it takes the light off of you. If you're brand new or haven't had your fundings yet or haven't had that success, you point to the people who are having success, and you point to the tools that we have available, the business presentation that David does, etc. So pointing to the leadership that you have here accessible in your organization, the team that you're on, and also pointing to the events. This Monday night team Zoom, plugging into my training or my text platform that you subscribe to, so I can send out messages or reminders to the team. But as I've said, I just got through a big move, and I'm still getting settled in here. But here in this coming year, I'm going to start doing some multiple times a week, doing some different things using that texting platform. So you want to get as many people on your team plugged in as possible. Okay. Promoting to our team events, promoting to the texting platform, and then promoting to the corporate events. I look at the corporate events that David Rutz holds for the entire company. And as I look through who the people are participating in that, a majority of those folks are on my team. And I'm always promoting it. I'm sending it out in email as a reminder. I'm sending it out through my texting platform. But I know from my previous experience of building an organization of tens of thousands of people that what I'm doing is going to help each and every one of you. So just duplicate what I'm doing. You don't have to do the texting. You don't have to do the emailing. Let me work that system. You're welcome to if you want, but you don't have to. But promoting to the events and being a great communicator and being a great promoter will really help to grow your business in the long run. I want to touch on this. This keeps coming up over and over again. I've had several calls over the past week with folks getting this when they're clicking on to apply at Bank Breezy. There's been a glitch. Okay. We went through last week. Shay Brown, I believe Shay's on here now. She sent a link. We did a 3-way call with support over at Biddy Advance, and they tracked it back. David was talking about it today. He looked at it in depth, spent several hours on it. And apparently the texting app that was used in this, sending it out, changed the link or added some additional characters to that link. So different browsers, different apps, whether it's Facebook Messenger or a texting app or, whatever you're using to send it out, if people come up with a glitch, they need to start over. And starting over would mean that they need to, I'm going to take this screen off now. They would need to go to either a new browser tab, okay, clear cookies, or go to an incognito window, because if something was wrong in that link and they start over again, most cases the cookies on the browser are going to hold whatever was creating that error in the first place. So start fresh, close the browser out, open a new window, go to an incognito window, or clear the browser history from the last hour or however long they've been doing that, to give them a fresh start on it. Then once they've gone and gotten past that glitch and they're into the first part, they may end up in a duplicate screen. When they get to the duplicate screen, then that's an opportunity to reach out and call the number on the screen. So if you saw that had an 833 number. Here's what I recommend, and here's what I've been doing with some of you on the team that have run into this, and that is that when you have a client that needs to call Bank Breezy on the 800 number, Instead of you just saying, hey, call this number, do a three-way call with them. So Harlequin, let's do this. If you and I were on the phone talking to Biddy Advance, let's say that you're the agent in my team that's seeing that glitch and you don't know what to do, and you've got a client that has applied and then is getting that glitch, and you're going to call me. How would we work that? You would three-way me in, right? Three-way me the client, get the client on the phone, and then we would dial the 800 number and get that customer service representative on the phone, right? So here's the deal. If you're the agent and you've got a client that is running into that issue, when you hand it off to the client and you say, well, go call this number, you don't know what the conversation is that the client has with support, right? You're in the know because you know what they need. There's 5 pieces of information that Biddy always needs when we're doing these. They need an EIN number, they need the business name, the business owner's name, the email address of the business owner, and the mobile phone of the business owner. So here's what I'm doing. Let's say that I'm going to say that Harlequin is my client and she's been running into this. So I'm going to get Harlequin on the phone, and then I'm going to dial that 800 number. I may have to ask Harlequin because it may be a unique phone number. And I'll say, okay, Harlequin, what was that phone number? Is 833, boom, boom, boom. I'm punching it in. I've got her on the line, three-way. I'm dialing into customer support at Biddy. And when they answer, I'm going to do the talking. I've got the client on the phone, and this is the power of a three-way. I've got the client on the phone and I'm talking to support. I'm going to say, hey, John, this is Ellen Winn. I'm an independent agent with David Allen Capital and our partnership with you with Bank Breezy. I have a client on the phone who is running into this error. Okay, she's getting a duplicate or whatever. And say, can you help us with this, John? And John's going to say, sure, let me get some information. Then John's going to ask for the information, the EIN number, the company name, the email, the phone number, and the owner's name, right? Or if John doesn't, we can go ahead and say that, but I'm going to ask him to help. And if there's any piece that I feel like John, the support person at Biddy, is missing in this equation as an agent, I'm going to be able to explain to them what is happening, and that maybe it's happened more than once. So it's much more powerful if you'll do a three-way and help be that support person rather than just passing it over to your new or your client that's trying to apply. Especially, it takes it to another level with customer support as well, because the client, if they keep running into the same issue, then they're frustrated, right? You're kind of hand-holding them through the process, tying them to support. Then you're in the know firsthand, and you're not relying on your client to tell you one thing and you're getting part of the information back. You're getting 100% of the information all the way through. So I think that's going to be a great solution for you if you're running into any type of glitch there as you're getting applicants coming through the Bank Breezy application. Okay, so that's what I wanted to cover tonight. I'm going to open up if you've got questions or comments, a little bit on what's going on with our schedule. This Friday we're rolling into New Year's, so David will not be doing our Friday DAC Zoom that he does every week. But next Monday we will be back on a regular schedule with the leadership Zoom, which we had today. Our team Zoom next Monday night, and then next Tuesday is a great opportunity for you to promote to an event, promote to a business opportunity presentation that will be presented live and in person by our company founder and CEO, David Rutz. You don't understand what positioning we have in the marketplace by having access to this man. The companies that I've worked with in the past, the president was usually just a figurehead. He wasn't out in the field working firsthand with clients like David does. And for us to be able to contact him and have him 2 times a week on a live Zoom where you can actually raise your hand, virtual hand raise, and ask him questions one-on-one and hear directly from the owner. We're just in a very unique place and timing with this. So understand that and take advantage of that next week as we have an opportunity to promote the business opportunity. I see Eric Brooks has his hand up. I'm going to ask you to unmute, Eric. What do you have for us tonight? How can I help you?
Hi, Ellen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Like to say belated Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
One question that I had is because some of the clients that I've been running into, like I've been speaking with, they always ask me, like, is DAC an MCA? And I really don't know how to answer that, because I remember you touched on it one time in one of the meetings and you said that it wasn't, but I really couldn't explain like how it's not, and really to get into that, because I guess it has a negative connotation and people are like, well, it's MCA, I don't want to do it. And then, they just get off the phone, or they, stop talking to me or whatever.
Right, right. Well, a couple of things. If you go to Biddy Advance and look them up, they say they are an MCA. Okay. So if you're looking at our Bank Breezy product, it is an advance, but we're not a true MCA. So Eric, the best thing you can do is just remember the verbiage between what an MCA is versus a cash advance. A merchant cash advance, or an MCA, is typically tied to the credit card sales of a merchant or a business owner, right? Where they get funding on advances on their credit card sales, and then they get paid back. The lender gets paid back off of a set percentages of their daily credit card transactions. Ours is different. We're not tied to credit card at all. We're tied to just we do ACH payments, and it's not a percentage of sales. It is a set daily amount, typically daily, sometimes weekly, but never monthly. So daily or weekly are the payback options. We do advances, okay, but it is not a true MCA. So when, and actually some of our lenders do loans, but to be safe, we can't use the word loan in California unless you're licensed. So we got away from using the word loan altogether. We just use funding or advances, or working capital, more generic terminology like that. But no, we're not a true MCA, but we are an advance, which we're giving them an advance on what their potential sales are based. That's why we're doing the revenue-based lending, right? We're a revenue lender, where we look at what your sales are now. That's how we do no collateral. We look at what your sales are, and we anticipate that your sales are going to continue on that same or an upward trajectory path, so that you can get the funding that you need with no collateral and be able to pay us back.
Okay, does that apply for DAC side too, along with
say
Bank
that
Breezy?
again?
Does that apply with DAC and Bank Breezy, or just Bank Breezy?
It does. Both are going to be advances.
Okay.
As I said, some of our lenders are going to do loans. The bigger volume fundings might be an actual loan, but it depends on the client, what their credit ratings are, what their cash flow is, as to whether one of our companies that does actual loans or whether they're doing advances.
Okay.
So each one's going to be unique. So your best bet is just to get that understanding of what a true merchant cash advance is, that it's tied to credit cards, and we're not tied to the credit card process at all. We are giving you an advance on future sales, but it's not a true MCA, as they're familiar with. And here's the thing. The MCAs, that if you've got a business owner that's asking about that, they've probably done an MCA loan before, all right, or an advance. And because their rates are really a lot higher than what we even have through Bank Breezy. So they don't want to go back down that road or that same experience that they've been down before. And
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
why they're asking.
No, thank you very much. That's clarified out for me.
Yeah. So great question. I know I gave you a lot more on that answer, but I think
No, I appreciate it.
I think your question is very beneficial to a lot of people that are listening to this tonight. So thank you for the question. Great question.
Thank
All right.
you.
Is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Awesome. You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Ellen,
Yeah,
Ellen, can I add something to that?
sure.
One of the other things is MCAs typically tend to be a higher percentage of their sales that they have to pay back each day. I've heard up to 20% of their sales for the day that are charged on credit cards. And DAC, typically it's going to be 10% or less of their average monthly sales.
daily sales.
Well, the monthly sales. So, and they divide it up by day. So it's going to be a
Yeah,
lower
20 days in a
amount.
month. Cool. Yeah, that's where they end up in a situation with an MCA that they're so tightly stretched with their payback that it really cuts into their cash flow. So not good situation. I've got Thomas. I'm going to ask you to unmute. How are you doing tonight, Thomas?
Doing okay. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What you got for us tonight?
Okay. What about a cleaning service needing funding, like house cleaning? That apply to any of this?
Yeah, absolutely. Any business, as long as they meet our minimum qualifications and they're not on our excluded list, any business can qualify for funding. They just have to meet our revenue, our time in business, have to be operating through a business checking account. And if they're applying through Bank Breezy, they have to have an EIN number, or if they don't have an EIN, they can apply through DAC as long as they're doing at least 15,000 a month. And I have mentioned this a few times about how I promote the David Allen Capital link rather than bankbreezy.com link. I like the 25K today tab of David Allen Capital better than the bankbreezy.com website. And I have said that if a client is doing 15,000 or more, that I take them through the David Allen Capital page. David has announced that that's our company standard now. So if you've got someone that you know their minimum out of the past 3 months is at least 15,000 per month, then have them apply through David Allen Capital instead of going through Bank Breezy. They will get a larger funding offer and they will get more eyes on their scenario than they will through Bank Breezy. Bank Breezy is automated and they're only going to get that one lender making an offer there, but David Allen Capital, they're going to get multiple lenders on that. So yes, the answer is a cleaning company, as long as they meet the monthly minimums and qualifications, they could definitely apply, Thomas.
Okay.
Did you have any other questions?
That probably goes for roofer people who do redo roofs.
Oh yeah, any industry other than our restricted industries where we don't fund attorneys. We don't do inventory for used car lots or boats or any of that. And I don't know off the top of my head what our restricted industry list is, but it's very small.
Okay. I know a few roofers and contractors. And what about concrete construction, pouring concrete?
Anybody that meets our minimum requirements, yes.
Okay.
And construction industry is really where you want to focus because it's the #1 industry out there. So you're thinking on the right lines there, Thomas. All right, thank you for your question.
That's it.
Okay, thank you. All right, anybody else got questions or comments or feedback before we wrap up? Harlequin, you seeing anything in the chat that I need to address?
No, nothing in the chat. Let's see here. Yeah, we do have somebody else. Cmh Notary Service has their hand
Cheryl.
up.
Hey, Cheryl,
Yeah, okay.
what have you got for us? I'm gonna ask you to unmute.
Okay. Hey, y'all.
Hey, good to see you. You look pretty in red. You look all Christmas spirit there.
Thank you. I was blessed by some people that's working on my website and whatnot. They gave me a free photo shoot today. Yeah,
Nice.
they really offered it for everyone in the building. And evidently I missed my little whatever. So they did mine today. Yeah. So that's why I look like
Well,
this.
good. I bet your photos are going to turn out great. You're going to post them on Facebook, right? When you get them back?
Of course not. I got them back already. Of course not.
Good for you.
But listen, I have one of my new recruits. Oh, this guy, he is just off the chain, y'all. He's off the chain. He is here I sent him the invitation after you said we need to promote. And I was
Mhm.
like, oh my God, I didn't even do that. Let me send them the text that you sent. And he jumped right in, which I knew he would, because he is on
Awesome.
fire. He is on fire. So that is Mr. Corey. And I do not even know how to pronounce his last name. But that's not why I raised my hand. I raised my hand because I need to know, where can I find the replays of like what we're doing now? And I missed David's earlier today.
Yeah. So great question. So everything that I do on the team Zooms on Monday, I post them on my YouTube channel. So it's just youtube.com/Ellen Winn. That's my YouTube channel. And
Okay.
DAC has an agent's YouTube channel. So all of their replays
Okay.
are posted there. So our live meetings for DAC are held at daczoom.com. Okay. daczoom.com is where the live Zoom link goes. And if you just go to dacyoutube.com, that takes you directly over to the YouTube channel, and you can hit subscribe, and then you'll always get notifications on those. And you can't find a pen to write with, can you?
You know what? And look, I found a pen, but I don't have anything to write with. And Corey and I was talking about, he said, do you not use Notepad? And I was like, well, yeah, but I'm on my phone, so I can't use it. But guess what? I know Corey got that information, don't you, Corey?
There you go. daczoom.com for the live corporate meetings, and dacyoutube.com for the YouTube channel. So
Okay.
I always subscribe. And when you subscribe, you get notification, and you'll have access to those replays long before they're posted in the list of videos, just the way YouTube works. So that's how you want to find those. So
Okay.
yeah, great question.
Thank
Thanks
you
for asking. And
Yeah, you're welcome.
congratulations. I see Corey on here. Let me see. Corey and Zaldawa. Let's see if that's right. I like it. Good job. Good job recruiting. And I look
Okay.
forward to seeing what Corey can do. All right. Anybody else before we wrap up here? We have James. Let's get James to unmute. What do you have tonight, James?
Unmute. Here we are. Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Okay. Happy holidays and all that. Hope nobody has an expanded waistline since Saturday. Okay. Just I know we're supposed to what is it? Eat, drink, and be merry. Okay. Moderation is the word. Okay. Real quick. When you were going through the glitch example, are you saying that you're the person that makes both of those calls? You call the client that's had the problem, and then you call in on the number. You make both of those calls?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, if I personally have a client that has that issue, and I've done a three-way call, like Shay is on here. Shay and I did a call into support, right? But yeah, you just be that connector. Say, hey, let's call them together right now. That way you're doing the introduction to the support team, and you're making sure that every glitch issue has been addressed with the client. So both of you have the exact same information, and you're not getting piecemealed information from the client or piecemealed information from Biddy via the email sequence that comes back and forth. Yep. Works like a charm. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the question. Thanks for clarifying that, I should say. And the eat, drink, and be merry. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you as well. All right. Anybody else before we wrap up tonight? Guys, I'm just super excited about what we've got coming up in this next year. Wade Cordell, if you go back and listen to today's call, Wade alluded to some things that are coming in January, some specific insurance programs that David Allen Capital has subscribed to that most other lenders don't have. That's going to give us access to some big top end lenders that these other independent sales organizations are not going to have access to. And we were told today, Wade received an email that DAC and what we have done this year. Now, remember, we launched Bank Breezy in May, so that product's just a little over 6 months old. We've already set records this year We need 42,000 more dollars by the end of this week, and we will set a record with them that nobody else has done in their independent sales organization. So look out 2022 when we have a full year under our belt, January through December next year. I can't wait to see the numbers that get posted. As the company improves and grows, it gives each of us an opportunity to ride along that wave. So make sure you're putting plans in place to really grow and expand your business as we move into the new year. And we're going to come back. Harlequin's going to have some updates for us on the recruiting challenge. She's going to be sharing that link with me, and I'll be sending that stuff out on a regular basis. We mentioned that last week. I think Cheryl's got your hand up again. Let me ask you to unmute. Is that a new hand raise and another question?
It's a new hand raise.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Okay.
I can.
I think my new recruit from today is also with us. I sent Corey and Cassandra. Look at all the C's, y'all.
I like it. And
I
Cheryl.
sent them
Yeah.
both. I sent them both the text, and I think it doesn't show her last name. It just says Cassandra. So I don't know if it's Cassandra Copeland.
It's me. Hello.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. All right. Hey,
Yeah, so-
great job being a promoter. And thank you for taking that. I mean, that's exactly what I was saying that for, is for you to go, oh, and it flip that light bulb switch that you go, oh, I need to be doing this, and take that and run with it. So great job doing that tonight, Cheryl. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
And great job welcoming your team and getting them on board tonight. We're glad you're all here. All right, guys. Anything before we wrap up? As I said, we weren't going to go too long, but we're here for 45 minutes, which is good for me tonight. I'll get some rest early. All right. Nobody has anything else. Harlequin, I appreciate your help tonight. We will see you on next year. Next Monday will be our team Zoom and our corporate Zoom. Have a wonderful, happy new year. Celebrate safely. Love your friends. Reach out to people that you haven't talked to. And it's a great time for you to just be connecting and reaching out and saying, hey, I want to call and reach out and wish you and your family a prosperous new year. I hope 2021 has been great. 2022 will be a better year. It's a great time for you to start some conversations with that new year conversation about what you're doing with DAC, whether it's about for the business owner or the opportunity, but it's a great time to be connecting. So y'all go forth and multiply, and we'll see you on the next live Zoom. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for joining in.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.